For the past few years, fans have been extremely critical of Disney for the way that they've handled two of the biggest IPs that they own, Marvel and Star Wars, two brands that catered mostly to a male audience. Certainly not saying everybody, not every single fan of the MCU or Star Wars over the past couple decades is male, but it's predominantly male. And what did Disney decide to do? They went out and bought these brands because they wanted to grow their male audience. And instead of catering to that audience, they decided to take both of those brands and try to turn them into feminine properties. They tried to turn them into girls' brands, and it worked out very, very poorly for them. And now, wouldn't you know it, after fans have caught on to this for years, the media finally started having to do so as well. And apparently, now Disney even realizes how badly they've fucked things up. But instead of, I don't know, maybe actually saving these brands or turning these brands around, maybe they think that it's a lost cause, because now Disney is trying to cater to men again, and they need new IPs to do it. Disney's boy trouble. That's a strange headline to go for, but all right. Studio seeks original IP to win back Gen Z men amid Marvel and Lucasfilm struggles. So, you know, those two properties that were male-dominated that you went out of your way. I mean, look at Marvel, right? Kevin Feige. The MCU will soon have more more female heroes than male heroes. He said this back in 2018, and we've witnessed what Kathleen Kennedy has attempted to do with Star Wars for the past 13 fucking years, right? It's obvious what they tried to do. Well, you know, these people, we're just going to slap Marvel or Star Wars on it. They're going to go to it no matter what, we promise. But we're going to do things to attract the female demographic. Well, as a result, you destroyed your IPs, you drove away your fan base, and even the women that were into Star Wars or Marvel, they've abandoned it too, because guess what? They liked it the way that it was. But let's get into this article. Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty aren't the only ones looking for a prince. Leadership at Walt Disney Studios has been pressing Hollywood creatives in recent months, multiple sources tell Variety, for movies that will bring young men back to the brand in a meaningful way. Young men, defined here by sources as age 13 through 28, aka Gen Z. And this is something I've been talking about specifically with Star Wars for a while now. For Star Wars, the reason that it's persisted for so long is because you had the next generation constantly getting into something, whether it was through a video game, whether it was through a new movie that was released, something to keep them there. That has not been the case for the past decade. This is the generation that it will skip. And this is the generation that it will not pass down to their kids. And this is where the brand fucking dies. That's what Disney has done to Star Wars. First, every film studio is looking for better ways to convert young audiences to habitual moviegoers. You could say duh if you want. But these are two of what should be the biggest male-dominated properties, Marvel and Star Wars. You've destroyed them. And now you're trying to look for new IPs to do that after spending billions and billions and billions of dollars to get these things? That's wild. Numerous studies show that Gen Z men in particular are a lonely, gaming-obsessed group who were hampered in their formative years by COVID-19 lockdowns. Sorry, Gen Zers in the chat, you're all getting lumped into that, apparently. Not the easiest segment to grasp. But what's surprising producers, writers, and other partners is the larger industry is that Disney has been calling for original concepts to lure the demo back to the movies. This is the same Disney whose multi-billion-dollar content engines, Marvel and Lucasfilm, have sated men of all ages for almost 2 decades since the company acquired them. The sources say Disney's been seeking new IP and pitches such as splashy global adventures and treasure hunts, as well as seasonal fare like films for the Halloween corridor. The call comes as the Star Wars machine struggles to produce any film project, and the superhero genre sheds audiences by the minute. While 2 insiders say the mandate to recruit young males goes, that's a weird way to phrase it, especially when you're talking about the groomers at Disney, goes as high as the C-suite, the task primarily has fallen on David Greenbaum, the former Searchlight Pictures co-head brought on in 2024 to run Disney's live-action film business. That label's been sorely lacking in guy-leaning fare like the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise for nearly 10 years, to say nothing of the lackluster attempts to reboot and hand off Indiana Jones. That's another one. Indiana Jones, male-dominated property. What do you try to do? Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I mean, every step along the way, this is what they wanted to do. They wanted to do this. They thought that the male audience would stick around, that you just slap the brand name on it and they'd show up no matter what dog shit you shovel down their throats. Even when you put something like She-Hulk out there for Marvel, which was basically going after the male fans. That's what the point of that show was. No matter what you did with Star Wars, the guys, they're just always going to show up. That is not the case. That is not happening. You shove dog shit down their throats, you shove propaganda down their throats, and a lot of them turned away. And the next generation does not give a fuck about these things now. I mean, what a pathetic failure. This is admitting you fucked these brands up. It's not, hey, how do we change Star Wars and bring it back to a boys brand? How do we change Marvel back to a boys brand? No, it's we need to find new IPs for young men. Because we haven't bought enough of them already. We haven't spent billions and billions of dollars to buy boy brands for Disney, which was lacking in some of that stuff, which had plenty of shit for girls, but was a little bit light on stuff for boys. You decided to buy those brands and fucking destroy them. And now you want to get young men back? Fuck off. Fuck off as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that Chris Gore, and he's tweeted this multiple times right now because it makes sense to tweet it multiple times. Turning Star Wars into a girl brand will prove to be one of the costliest decisions in entertainment history. Right? And almost every time he tweets that, it kind of blows up, but it's true. It really is true. Their decision to take this franchise, take both of these franchises, and treat them the way that they did in an effort to get to the wider audience. Because here's the thing, right? Yes, male dominated. Not everybody, but male dominated. So men that like this thing and the women, whatever it's the 30, 35%, whatever you want to put that number at, percentage of female Star Wars fans, they liked it how it was. But you decided to change that. So not only drove your male audiences away, but the women who liked it the way it was, you drove them away too. I mean, what an absolute fucking disaster. Good job, Disney. Maybe finally figuring out that you should try to attract men to watch your shit too, because what you're doing clearly hasn't been working. You have successfully destroyed two of the biggest brands in entertainment history. We're seeing the results for Marvel at the box office right now. And we've seen, the writing was on the wall for Star Wars years and years and years ago. And it's just continued to get worse. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Disney trying to find ways to get men to watch their content after telling men to go fuck themselves. We'll see if it works out with them. I have my doubts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.